Okay, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is an educational channel, and we've got various segments throughout the day. We're going to start a few new ones coming up and maybe slow down on some of the other ones. But this one is called Your Blind Side, where I try to have the backs of the uh, info warriors out there, maybe give them a heads up about things that they might want to be aware of. And yeah, so, you know, I watch and or listen to various podcasts throughout the day. And, you know, the soft disclosure people have great potential. Um, but they just lack focus, you know. Um, they spend so much time on their advertising campaigns and just small talk, petty small talk. And I understand I that's some way that you can build an audience. You know, they get involved in your daily life, or, you know, they begin to identify with you for these petty, irrelevant things that happen that you talk about. And that, but I think a lot of the people that are in the info war, they want signal and not noise. They don't want to listen to a 1 hour podcast and hear 25 minutes of, gossip, and or inside jokes. It's kind of like these people they think that they're comedians, and they get up there and they just talk about kind of insider jokes that maybe their core audience relates to. And they have these conventions that they have a couple times a year, 3 4 times a year, that so they meet their audience directly. And so that's the audience that they kind of appeal to. But those are people like in the hundreds, maybe the low thousands, but not compared to the uh, amount that uh, they could potentially be reaching. And I just think it's and I can see it a little bit being the result of the state of the info war, where we're just dealing with this dumbest messaging and the most stupid uh, news. And it's like, well, you gotta make it out of something. And this is idiocy that we're looking at. And so, how are we supposed to be taking this? Because everything that we're watching is kind of an insult to our intelligence. Um, Now, in my uh, estimation, the soft disclosure people, what they need to do is get themselves red pilled. Now, they think that they're all red pilled, um, and they think that they're at the cutting edge. But just the shenanigans that go on there shows that they're not at the cutting edge, and they're not really ready for that. They're you know they they all think that they're like the most skeptical and discerning among all the info war, and they're just ahead. And you have some of them just like claiming that they are always right, but um, they're not giving credit for it, or um, they've been saying this for years, but nobody's been listening. They've been saying a lot of things, and some of them have been right, and some of them have been wrong. I'm not saying that they're bad. I think that they're amongst the best, but there's still a lot to be desired there. And the way that they would shore up their game is by getting themselves red pilled further and recognizing the mistakes that they're making by a lot of them have to do with their belief systems. In particular, like almost every one of them. I can think of a couple that may be exceptions, but tolerant exceptions. All of them are big Christians, and they're all big uh, kind of Western Christian values, and you know, I'm I'm totally in favor of Christian values in general. Um, you know, but the fact of the matter is that Christianity is a psyop, and none of them have any clue about this. Most of them just don't have time to delve into the Bible. There's a couple of them that are big into it, and then there's a bunch of them that are kind of virtue signal. They virtue signal for it, like so they pretend like they're really gung ho about it, but when you really break it down, they haven't done the research, and so they don't really know. Um, but I think more of it is just the the approach to the New Testament, as opposed to the Old Testament, which they basically reject. I won't say reject, but they make a huge distinction, and um, it's they haven't kind of it hasn't occurred to them to look at the New Testament in its entirety. What is the context? Where is this thing coming from? Who wrote this thing? When did they write it? Why did they write it? What is the general message that is being given by this thing? And if you do that, you you pretty much just take the New Testament at face value. You look at it and look at what it says, and say who benefits. That it becomes obvious that the Romans are the true authors of the New Testament. And then when you look into the evidence is overwhelming, both circumstantial and um, direct evidence from the text of the New Testament. If you compare the text of the New Testament with a lot of the writings of Josephus, a Roman historian, Jewish extraction, but I don't think really existed. But um, you look at the story of Paul, you look at the writings of Suetonius, the Roman historian of the early second century. You look at the reigns, the history of Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar, uh, Vespasian Caesar, and Titus Caesar, and probably others that I haven't discovered yet. Jesus, his life um, is a kind of a rehash of their lives, um, in parody or satire form. Um, Among others, also a rehash of Josephus's life to a certain extent, as well as a rehash of a number of the Old Testament characters, as well as a rehash of the life of many of the mythological so-called mythological characters of pagan uh, religions, like Krishna, um, for the Hindus, or Osiris for the Egyptians. The Romans literally, um, Christianity is literally a kitchen sink that the Romans put everything that they had into creating this character out of a bazillion different traditions that already existed. And this is exactly what the Romans would do, because this is exactly what the Romans did do in other situations. They created at least 7 other religions within 100 years of the creation of Christianity. So it's not like this is a one off or this is just an outlandish theory. This is exactly what you would expect. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and come back tomorrow for another episode of the Q-Tip of the Spear. Thanks for tuning in today. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the Q-Tip of the Spear. This is the your blind side. So what I end up saying here at the end is, uh, remember to watch your blind side. Um, and just to put a bow on this, I'm not a killjoy. I'm not opposed to humor or levity or small talk within these podcasts, but just don't get carried away with it and think that you're like, that's what you are, is that you are a comedian, you know? Yeah, everybody's funny. Everybody can be funny. But when think that you're like a doing stand-up comedy, um, with inside jokes, and you're uh, kind of abdicating your role as an info provider, then it becomes a problem. Okay, thanks for tuning in today. Have a great day.